Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing my NYCC 2022 haul. Of course, NYCC was 3.5 weeks ago, 3-something weeks ago, almost a month ago at this point. Didn't get around to doing a haul video for it right after the con, so I'm now circling back and doing my annual haul video that I do from the show. I didn't have a huge haul, so it's going to be a fairly short video, I would imagine. So, I mean, I could have done it pre-recorded, but I figured I would just hop on live and do it live real quick and share the haul with everybody and then call it a night. Looks like Ruben is in the chat. What's up, Ruben? Yeah, private viewing just for Ruben at the moment. So enjoy the haul, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So I'm just going to start, honestly, because I don't really see the point of waiting. People can just catch us on the rewind. It could be a potentially short video. I wanted to start the haul with, I guess, freebies or like items that came with attending the convention. Not that many. Of course, you got a badge. This is the 4-day badge that I received. It's got some, I think this is some anime series, The Rising of Shield Hero Season 2. On it, which is some sort of anime series on Crunchyroll. So yeah, not familiar with the series, but anyway, I keep all the badges that I get for every convention that I attend. So that was something that came with the convention. There was no convention program like specific to the convention, separate like there normally would be in past years, like either a magazine size or a smaller size show program. But there was the New York Comic Con Den of Geek Halloween issue, exclusive special edition. So this was a freebie. So this essentially acted as the the physical media or print media program for NYCC in 2022 this year. What's up? We got JP in the house. Good to see you. We got Damien, Sleepy Reader 666. What's going on, brother? So yeah, not a ton of freebies this time around. Obviously, you got the badge, which was the badge I paid for, and then this free Den of Geek magazine, which was like the show program essentially for this year. What's up, Simon R in the house? Good to see you, Simon R. All right, moving on. I mentioned that there would be some like odds and ends, and there were. I got some kind of random stuff. This, and I'll share a photo as well on the screen in a second, but this really cool Mandalorian, like wood carved, sort of embossed, or I don't even know what to call it. It's like, essentially, it's like an art coaster, if you will. And it's got the Mandalorian symbol from, of course, Star Wars and the Mandalorian. Pretty cool. This, was pretty high quality. It was done, and it came with this little Grogu business card thing for the company that makes this stuff, which I saw at the convention, called Spitfire Labs. Yeah, right. It's possibly a slice of a tree trunk. Who knows? But let me share the screen real quick. How do I do that? Yeah, share screen, Chrome. There we go. Let me know when you guys can see that. Yeah, so that's from my Instagram. So as you can see, that's a photo of it. And then if you, there's a close-up. You can see it a little bit closer up, a little bit more of the details of it. Really cool. It handles hot drinks, cold drinks. It's been sitting on my desk here. I'm actually using it as a coaster, not just as a display piece, although I have other coasters. It's just a cool one to drink my coffee or my glass of water or whatever. Here's a picture of the card. Ignore these. This is the comics and other stuff. But this is the picture of their booth, Spitfire NYC there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this cool Mandalorian coaster thingamajiggy here, art coaster thingamajiggy. So shout out to Spitfire Labs for that. What's up, Super Russ 9000 in the house? Good to see you, Super Russ. Yeah, not bad. Pretty cool little low-key pickup. As far as other odds and ends, I picked up this really cool pin design from one of my favorite artists in Artist Alley this year, Jim Food. Also picked up a comic, which he signed, like an exclusive cover. But you can see the back there as well of the pin. There's some cool design work and stuff like that. But yeah, let me, I'll do the share screen again real quick and share a photo of that. Here we go. So there's the comic, which I will also show in a second, and the pin. But let me see if I can get a close-up of the pin. Yeah, there's the close-up of the pin that you can see, the front, and you can see the back of that design right there. So anyway, pretty cool. And back to me. We got Steve, Geeks and Drinks in the house. Good to see you, Steve. Good. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, next up, so we showed freebies. We showed a couple odds and ends, random items, 3 comic books. All I picked up this year was 3 total comic books, not a ton. This is I think this is a exclusive convention variant for a wrestling comic called MFKZ, so short for motherfuckers, I assume. Have not read that comic, but this is a Jim Mafood exclusive cover that he did, signed it up there for me where it says Food 1. So always good to see him, talk to him for a bit at the show. Was not able to get any Mafood original art this year to add to the collection, but I was at least able to pick that up from him, support him, and see him for a bit at the show, which was nice. And then I picked up 2 random Mirage Studios Turtles books that are outside of the main Volume 1 run, which I've already completed now. So now I'm kind of just working on these random side books published by Mirage. So this is Eastman & Laird's TMNT Authorized Martial Arts Training Manual. It's got an Eastman cover. It's got all 4 turtles. It's got Foot Clan ninjas that they're taking on there. So that's a pretty cool low-key pickup right there. And then this one's really cool. It's in really nice shape. This is the Michelangelo Christmas Special, which came out in the early 90s, I believe, via Mirage Studios. So 2 Mirage Studios TMNT side books and the Jim Food exclusive that he signed. So yeah, those are the 3 comic books. Nothing crazy. Like I said, not a big spending year for me at the convention. Before we get to original art, which is the final category, I did pick up this one, I guess you could call it a toy. This is the TMNT number 2 movie 30th anniversary Secret of the Ooze Super Shredder. So there's the front of the box. Well, the side of the box got a little dinged up because I was carrying it around in a plastic bag or whatever at the convention, and like, you know, some kids or some people just bumped up against it. So anyway, I'm probably gonna take this figure out of the box and display it somewhere, but there you can see all the different articulations and accessories and stuff like that. There's the other side of it, and then it's got the open window front display. So there you go, full-fledged Super Shredder right there. I was always a big fan of course, the original TMNT movie, but also the second one, Secret of the Ooze, especially the Shredder design from Secret of the Ooze, when, you know, the Ooze essentially turned him into this crazy Super Shredder version of the character. Oh, nice. You bought that Turtles book off the stands. Nice. Yeah. It is a cool figure. So this is one I plan on opening and displaying somewhere. Damien, did you go into the con with any particular goal? No, not really, Damien. To be honest with you. And there's many different reasons why, but it would take way too long to talk about it right now. Spitfire is on Instagram. Simon, let's see. Do they have a website? Yep, spitfirelabs.nyc. And then there's Spitfire Labs on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. There at Spitfire Labs NYC. Looks like they have an Etsy store and some sort of website. So the website is spitfirelabs.nyc. So yeah, go check them out if you're into that kind of arts and craftsy, kind of like accessory item type stuff. All right, well, that is pretty much it as far as the toys, odds and ends, freebies, comic books. And now we're going to get into the original art, of which I have prepared slides like I usually do. So I only picked up one piece that was actually done at the show. That was by Maria Laura Sanapo, or ML for short, ML Sanapo, who's an illustrator. I think she's a teacher also at one of the bigger illustration schools in Europe. I forget off the top of my head which one. She's rep by Comic Sketch Art, I believe, as looks like their font there that they have for their artists and Artist Alley. But there you see her on the right with the piece that she did at the show for me, and the Zatanna piece there on the left. Skate, and the writer of this book was Ryder Wyndham. Thank you, JP. He's commenting about the Zatanna piece, and they're talking, and Ruben's still talking about ML and Marco. Simon R, what's up? So yeah, a pretty low-key Popmon Star Wars, exactly, yeah, Popmon Star Wars page action right here. So nothing crazy. That was in the 2 digits that cost me. And then here, speaking of Popmon and Star Wars, you got Jeff Wedding here joining. I just got to the original art section of the hall, so right on time for the art, and a lot of it is Star Wars this year, as Jeff knows, because I picked up some High Republic pages for him as well as JP, both in the chat. So we're going to get into those next. Luckily, I already had these slides saved from when I went over on JP's channel, and we did a whole High Republic hour-long discussion about Phase 1 of the High Republic. So if you missed that video and you're into Star Wars or the High Republic, go check it out on JP's Budget Collecting. But I already had all these slides made from that show, so it's pretty easy for me to now then just show them over here. So this is Star Wars the High Republic #2, page 1. It's the first appearance of 2 Jedi characters, Tarek and Sarit. Of course, pencils by Ario Anandito, and I was also able to get the inks by Mark Morales. So you see the pencils on the left and the inks on the right, and Kevin Scott is, of course, the writer on this one. Yes, that was me. I grabbed it at the show for cheap, obviously. What's up, 2 brothers in the house? I don't know if it's Dustin or if it's the other brother, sorry. But what's up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, moving on from that page, we got this DPS from issue #2. These are the pencils by Ario, and then these are the inks by Mark. I couldn't fit 2 DPSs on one slide, so we're going to do a little bit of a back and forth here. So page 1, and then the subsequent sequential pages 2 and 3 right here. High Republic, yeah, right. Love seeing having both the inks as well. Killer Croc crossing the Star Wars. I assume he's talking about Skier. JP says he waited too long to reach out to Mark trying to get some money. They were asking for his ink page. He sold it at Baltimore. Oh man, that's a bummer. I ran across his table at Baltimore, but because I literally spent $0 at Baltimore on comics and comic art due to my current budget issues and just concerns in general, I didn't really peruse through what he had, because I didn't want to, cave on my, no spending thing. So anyway, that's unfortunate, but at least you do have the original art, the original pencils, JP. Anyway, moving on. These are pictures I was able to take with both Ario and Mark at the con. So you just saw some scans for all this various artwork, but was also able to sort of spend time talking to these artists and get a few photos with them, which was pretty cool. Moving on, this next one is, and I didn't have enough real estate on the screen on this one slide. I probably should have split it up in 2 slides, but this is a IDW TMNT issue number 65, I believe. This is the Donatello action figure variant. The artist is Robert Atkins, and as you can see, I included the image of the comic book over on the right, below the picture of me and with Robert. So it's a two-piece cover, wherein the image on the left is the main Donatello image from the action figure variant, like the packaging side on the left, and then the image on the right is the actual action figure image of Donatello on the right. So with those two images of Donatello combined that he did, that's how they put together this action figure variant for the TMNT IDW series. And I really enjoyed that because Donatello is my favorite turtle character. Of the four main Turtles characters, Donatello was my favorite growing up. And so to own the action figure variant cover of Donatello, the original art, is pretty cool for me as a Turtles fan. What's up, Warlord in the house? Good to see you, Warlord. So that's the story behind that one. And we'll be moving on here to this one. Picked this up from Declan Shalvey. I picked up two pieces from Declan, who's repped by Cadence Comic Art. So they were there set up with a bunch of their artists. And they cut me a nice deal for picking up two pieces. So, I was able to get a discount. But this is the cover to Savage Wolverine number 23. Obviously, you see Logan on the cover, but, it's not a claws out cover. It's not an action cover. It's more of a somber kind of, in a way, depressing cover. But I enjoy the image. And I just like Ruben in the chat, and particularly enjoy some good tree work every once in a while. Pretty happy with that. I never actually read this series, Ruben. So actually, I have the physical comic on its way to me. I don't have it yet. But I do plan on reading the comic. This entire series, Savage Wolverine, I have not read. So I don't know if anyone else out there has read it. But yeah, it's a nice, quiet Wolverine cover. Exactly the best way to describe it. And then the other piece I picked up from Declan is this crazy Duke Thomas, entire life history / origin page. Of course, it's from All-Star Batman number 2. This is the page 23 splash. Artist is Declan Shalvey again. I missed putting the writer on there, but you can see on the published example on the right, the writer was Scott Snyder, of course, of this book. And not only do you get that underlining profile, front headshot image of Duke, but you get all sorts of little storytelling in the background on these little panels. And I literally was talked to Declan for 10 minutes or more on this, on how he crafted this page. And he walked me through the process. He showed me sort of a little bit of the prelim stuff on the back, and he walked me through exactly what was going on. And it was a really awesome to sort of hear it directly from him as I was appreciating the art in front of him. It is a crazy page. There's a lot going on of it. Just to scan on a slide on this screen is not going to, do justice of everything that's going on this particular splash page. But I just found it extremely intriguing image. And I couldn't shake this image. Once I saw it in the portfolio, I didn't buy it immediately, but it was just in the back of my mind the rest of the convention until I went back there and just had to secure it. And then, I happened to be able to do the deal for the other Wolverine cover as well and get a better price on both pages. And that was kind of the point to sort of work out a deal on both of those. And also was able to take a picture with Declan and the pieces as well during our conversation, especially about that page on the right and how he crafted it, because it's just so impressive. And you can see just him holding it up there in a photo, even from a distance, you could just see how impressive it actually really is. So that is my New York Comic Con 2022 haul. A good amount of original art, only a couple comic books, a TMNT toy, a Mandalorian art coaster thing, a pin. So it was a little bit of a eclectic, smaller haul this time around, but I'm pretty happy with everything I picked up. Of course, I then went to Baltimore Comic Con last weekend and didn't buy any comics or original art. I found a couple of video games, so I'm going to do a video game haul video, not just for the Baltimore video games that I found, but other video games that I've been buying as of late, because I think it's been a while since I did a video game haul or threw my video game pickups into a separate haul video. So I might do that. But as far as NYCC 2022, that's all she wrote. Thank you, fellas. Yeah, light haul, but really good stuff. And more importantly, like if you were following me on Instagram during that weekend, I got to meet up with a bunch of friends, collectors, people in town, people out of town. And really, that's what the convention is all about, more so than the pickups for me as time goes on for me in this hobby. It's really more about that than the stuff I end up buying, so regardless of what my budget is. So anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. JP, Ruben, Damien, Russ, Warlord, Jeff Wedding, Simon, R, Steve, Geeks and Drinks, all you guys. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and all that jazz. And yeah, where do I begin? Peace.
Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard this game, I had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merch. 6 figures was a goal, now it's 9 or a hearse. Put it work. Used to pull up, not swerve. No time for the snakes, time to put them in the dirt. That's word. I gotta get it, it's in my DNA. You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courts, I don't know bleed. I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind.